first carry for Ramondre Stevenson. Look at him move away from a tackler as he winds up gaining 7 yards. Nice run there.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Now for the third time in the first quarter, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback, and I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
Jalen Waddle, the intended target, and it'll lead to a second down.
All right, fellas, listen. Hey, get set. What?
A shotgun snap for Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Tua now on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field. So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter. But that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. You got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Okay, ready?
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So
to the goal line and in. Demario Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. I mean, you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield. It doesn't...
Now, how about this? It's a fake. This is caught, and he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again. But this one works, so instead of 1, they get 2. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
Get set. Running TX.
A play fake. Now Tua to throw. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. Ready.
Fake the handoff. Now Tua. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. It's the Dolphins with the early lead. And we're back to South Florida. after this.
Ready.
They'll fake the handoff. Now, Tua. A dive and a catch. Incredible. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag.
All right, come on.
Off play action, it's Tua. He's going to air this one out, looking for Hill. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down.
Ready.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. He finds the open man, Braxton Berrios. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and 9.
Get set. Go ahead.
In motion, it's Waddle.
Out.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Vailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And now he loses the football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. He'll tuck it and take off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's May. Oh, he did all he could to get away, but they're going to catch up to him. It is a big loss.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
On 3rd and long, here's May. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to take this one all the way. 71 yards. Touchdown, New England. Joey Sly on now for the point after. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts. Joey Sly on now for the point after. The kick is good. However, there is a penalty flag down. The defense might have gotten a head start. So this being the first half, they elect to still kick the extra point instead of moving it up to the 1. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good. Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. On the return, Malik Washington. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kyle Duggar. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, It's May. Airing one out for Bourne. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline, nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
He'll try to run for it. And May will not risk it. Into the slide. And he's got the first down.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Brooks.
I think he's better off if he would have just decided to throw that ball away. He had nowhere to go. He tried to go through his progression as quick as he could, but sometimes you just have to learn, Mike, at this level, learn to play the next snap. If it's not there, you don't get the perfect look, throw it away. That play didn't work. Line up, snap it, and do it again.
1st and 10 now from the 36.
Go ahead. Get on.
That's quickly out to Smith. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Dolphins first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
Tua out quick. See what Tyreek can do. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Tua gonna throw. Into the hands of Barrios. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Here's Achan. This defense back up but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain. It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal. They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
On 4th down, Tagovailoa. And this will pay off. It is caught. Devon Achan. Touchdown, Miami. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will up it to a 2-point lead. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. On the return is Hasty. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Maynard on 1st and 10. He'll spot Henry open downfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. And this is a long one. Officially 64-yard field goal attempt. And this is taken in by the defense. So, we hit halftime here in South Florida, and the Dolphins are in the lead. As we send you up to Orlando for a check-in with Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, it's all yours. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Hill brought in motion. Now run for the first time for the veteran Raheem Mostert. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run this one straight ahead with Achane. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
That one caught by Smith. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jabril Peppers.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
The challenge of playing a running back like this is you feel like you have him under control. You're doing a nice job putting a lid on him, and then all of a sudden, he's got a big spark play like this. That's the challenge. These guys are just so talented. You can only keep them down so long. That was a really nice run.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. May gonna look to throw. Off he goes. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Mike, this is the element to the position that this guy brings that's just so unique across the league. Not only the speed, but his ability to operate in the open field as a runner. It is hard for a defense to plan for a guy like this.
That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball. Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
They'll run. Stevenson. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A huge advantage to red zone offense is the ability to run the ball. In this case, I thought he was going to score. He takes it all the way down inside the 2, sets up first and goal.
To throw is May. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location.
Good blocking, and he's in. Antonio Gibson. Touchdown, New England. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown. Everybody's looking to end every drive with 6, but when you can turn that 6 into 8, man, what a confidence boost coming off the field, and they're going to force their opponent now to start chasing.
Following the touchdown, here's Sly to kick it away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Hey, turbo one. Ready. Out.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Marcus Jones.
At this point, Mike, it's just hard to trust him to make good decisions with the ball, which is really a shame. And we both had really high hopes for this quarterback coming into the game. He was able to shake off the first 2 picks, but then there's a 3rd, then there's a 4th. And now after this 5th, you have to strongly consider whether you want to sit this guy for the remainder of this game.
And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. From out of the gun, here's May. That is caught by the tight end, Hunter Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
Let's go.
Throwing is May. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Here's first and 10.
32 stinger. Slide. Out.
Play action. Tagovailoa. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill. And he will take this one in. 78 yards. Touchdown, Miami. The extra point by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will cut the deficit to 7. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Stevenson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. The motion man here is Bourne. They'll go play action with May. And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in third and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now, May. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first down.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this third quarter.
31, Dolphins 24.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, sack.
To throw now, May. That'll be complete to Gibson. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. On the handoff, it's Stevenson. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. First down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he will not be quite able to stretch the ball out. They're going to mark him down after that huge run all the way to the 1.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs.
And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Drake May. Touchdown, New England. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Next to score, Patriots 38, Dolphins 24. Joey Slye to kick off for the Patriots.
Following the touchdown, here's Slye to kick it away. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, fellas, listen up. Yeah, hit it.
Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. To throw on second down, it's Tua. And he's just throwing ducks up there. Another ball intercepted. Picked up, and now he loses the football. One of the Patriots has it. A big effort for the defense to come.